Okay. So I set up a whole program to share with you today. But then this morning I had, and I'm not sure that may be what I'll do. This morning I had a unique experience, something I had not experienced in the same way before. Makes sense. And what it made me realize is that in order to be at peace and in harmony with your children, I'm wondering how much this is something new, so I'm not really sure. I'm thinking of doing maybe a couple of or a series of challenges to help people in this area. And that was the thing that came up was, is the one rule enough that you don't need other practices to be able to keep at peace and in harmony with your children? Oh, here's Batool. Wow, how cool. Hi, Batool. Oh, she's connecting to audio. Hi, Batool.
Hi, Miss Karen. How are you? Good morning.
I'm fine. I was just explaining. A new question has come to me this morning because of things I've been going through, and it was, is the one rule, is using the one rule strong enough so that no matter how the parent is feeling, they can still use the one rule and keep peace and harmony with their children? Or do they need to have some practice or practices in place? Like I have meditation, and I have my pattern interrupt, which I use all during the day. And both of those, the getting into the place of meditation and that inner connection helps me, I mean, enormously. It makes a huge difference. So it just occurred to me this morning, do you have any thoughts on this? This is brand new for me, so.
I think because one rule is itself a rule. So, when you decide to introduce one rule,
Yes.
So you already know that you have to agree for something.
Right.
And together you have. And it's not necessary that we always, get something as a happy ending. It's not necessary. Sometimes emotional relation, understanding, I believe, also counts a lot. Because like you said, that when you read stories, so sometimes like every story does not have a happy ending, but you really like the story. It touches you.
Right.
So sometimes we have to be patient with it, because as a human, like being a human, we have a nature that we want quick results. We usually don't show patience. but patience has its own fruit. And when
Right.
we all know that when you are on a right track, eventually you will get a good result. But
Right.
it only depends on the thing that how quick some, because for example, sometimes you get quick results for something, but sometimes you need to wait for it.
Right. Right.
And to follow that decision, whatever the family might have taken, they have to practically perform on it also. It's not that
Right.
you decide and and you expect the things will happen miraculously like that. No, you have to work for it. You all together have to work for it. And then sometimes, when we work, then we find new things, sometimes good, sometimes bad, still again we discuss, and then we might change again for another thing, and this slowly will come to a good conclusion, and the
Right.
family will be joined together, and will be working together. That is the main thing. Unity is there. So one rule is something which you, when you enter, you agree to it already with, I believe, is that you agree that no matter what, you are with your family and you have to support each other. So
Yeah.
everything, yeah. So as being a parent, sometimes they might think that that we have taken this decision, or the children also agreed, but maybe they are sad right now, or maybe sometimes you even feel that from inside they are not happy. So you, like, there's a way that you can again talk to them. You can again ask them that is there
Right.
any other way? Is there any other thing coming in your mind? Because one rule does not mean the end, that this is only the decision. No, it can change. If something comes in other person's mind,
Yes.
you can
It,
come and share.
yeah, it has to. That's one thing I liked about it so much, is that it's so flexible. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, it totally relates to each individual and what matters to them.
And being in a family, there, like, your five fingers are not same alike. Similarly, in a family, no member is same.
Right.
Every person will be different. Even a mother knows that her children are different. All are
Yes.
not the same, no matter what. One will
Right.
like this, so other will like that. So first thing is that you accept that you are going to use this rule happily. And when you as a parent accept, then your family will understand itself, themselves, the children will respect that one rule, because that is not the only one time they're going to see the results. There will be other events also, other moments also. And
Right. Right.
obviously, the father can give example. The father can talk about it. See, remember we took this decision together last time. See, this happened. We all were happy. Let's do it again. Now we need problem in this, and maybe, and
Right.
you, parents mentally should keep it ready, and the children, that maybe sweetheart, we are not going to have the same fun this time. Maybe things will be a little different, but come on, we're all going to have experience. We're all going to enjoy in a different way. So
Right.
let's be together in it, and we will keep on discussing with each other, you know sharing, so it will work.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking of the time when this all kind of started, and I um, I decided and promised to my children never to force them or try to force them to do anything they didn't want to do. And from then on, it built. And so this morning I was wondering, like, I was trying to remember, like, was I involved in my meditation practice at that time, or wasn't I? But from what you're saying, and it makes sense to me, it doesn't really matter. That if you, it's helpful, it's good if you have, like I have in the training, I have that plan for calm, so that it's kind of like a self-care approach, like that comes up a lot these days, so that you spend time, that your orientation is to do the best you can to feel good in your life. But I didn't know anything about all that when I did that with my children. I just stuck to it, and that made all the difference, just sticking to the rules. So now that the one rule exists, in the form that it does, I think you're right. I think that being committed to that is enough to keep the peace and keep harmony going. And like you say, everything, it's not like perfect. Everything, every interaction is not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than fighting and making each other
Exactly.
feel bad and hurting
Exactly.
each other, things like that, being mean to each other. It's going to be a lot better than that.
Because what I personally believe, that we should not consider one rule as a solution for everything. It is something which is helping you out to
Right,
avoid conflict in it. So it
right,
is not, it's like the power is in God's hands. It's only God who is perfect. We are not perfect. We are human, and we will make mistakes, and we
yeah,
will do. But the one rule
totally.
is there. Basically, the purpose of one rule is like one rule equals to agreement, and agreement equals to harmony. So at
Right,
least having disputed mind and feeling bad about it, at least you all are together into it. At that time, your family was with you. They supported each other on that
right.
decision. Because if people are going to consider that Miss Batool said or Miss Karen said that this one rule will do a miracle, 2 days happen, there's nothing. No, we are not a miracle people. We don't have a magic wand. The magic is inside you. One rule is waking that magic from you. The things, because in a beautiful family, the main thing is understanding, harmony, loving, caring, and most
Right.
important, respecting. Because today I was thinking this thing, that children, they deserve a lot of respect. People sometimes
Yes.
think that only adults know. Children deserve their values, deserves their thoughts, deserve a respect. Even if they say something which is very funny, you respect them, because what they teach us is totally something, what I can just say, marvelous. Because parents in himself, for example, if I'm a mother, let's say, I would not bother to look into many things unless my son goes into it, or my, for example, any other family member child goes into it. Then I would like to know about it. So children are the gateway. Basically, they are just like a medium for the adults and this world to new things. We learn new things because of our children.
Yes. Right. Well,
That is the main thing.
yeah, go ahead.
That is the main thing that children teaches us, and we think that we are teaching the children. They are learning accordingly to their age. By nature, they will adopt different things. They will observe. Their observing power is very strong comparatively
Yes.
ours. We might ignore something, but they will observe those things.
Right.
So, I believe they deserve the right of respect, and and this one rule is the way that parents actually will get time to listen. They will give values to their children, and they will be impressed. Oh wow, my son gave me this idea. My
Yeah.
son, he was behind it. My daughter, she told me this thing. My sister, she supported me. My sister was behind me. My mom told me I did this, and thank you. My family is behind me. Something something which I believe is motivation, love, respect,
Yes.
supporting each other. Everything is in this one rule. This is what the one rule is about.
Yes, exactly. Yes. One thing, one thought that came to mind when you were discussing respect, because that used to be my theme for many, many years until the one rule came along. It was the power of respect. But and one thing that I came to realize that I wanted to share is that what I observed was adults would demand respect from children. But what I understand about how things go, just like children learn language from those around them, they learn respect from those around them too. So in my understanding, adults need to give the respect first. They need to be the examples to the children of how to be respectful. And by being respectful to those children so they can feel it and experience it. And my observation is that when we do this, which I did for many, many years and continue if I have the opportunity, and expanding it, but in terms of children, they will absorb it. Like you say, they are very observant. They are absorbing what they observe, and they give it back just naturally. Once the adult is the model, the adult doesn't have to ask respect or demand respect from the kids. The kids automatically give it because they get filled up with it. And so that's what comes out of them. That's anyway, when I wanted to share that. So
True. That's very nice. While you were speaking, a story came in my mind. I don't know whether you know this story. That a man bought a very expensive car. His son actually used something and scribbled on the car. So the man became very angry. He slapped his son, started beating him. So later, after that, he went to the shop and he fixed his car. And when he came back, and then he realized he did wrong. And later, an adult told that man, see, your car got fixed, but the things, the marks which you left on your son's soul,
wow.
they will be ever they're lasting over there. He will always remember that you choose a materialistic thing over your son's emotion. We have to, understand this thing.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
have seen many people that the main, what I believe, Miss Cannon, honestly, the main issue is parents are getting too demanding, too much demand from their children. They think sometimes, I'm not saying 100% of them, but mostly they think they are working, they are paying, and they, sending their kids to school, so they deserve best results and they deserve that kids. But they don't understand that every kid has its own potential, and every kid can give the good results if you don't pressure that child. Let him choose his way. Let him choose. Be behind him. Support him.
Right.
Rather than, like they're saying that this boy got this grades, and see, look at you. You're playing all day. You don't like to do. Sometimes these little words matter a lot.
Yeah. Truly.
Matter a lot.
Yeah.
Instead of saying that you're playing all day, come on, take out time and sit with your child and say, just show me, my dear, what did you do today in the school? If you don't have that time to sit with the child and ask, then you should not even scream at the child. You shouldn't.
Right.
Because this is how children, they divide their attention by using gadgets and playing. The time when they want love from their parents might be seeking. So they divert their attention like this.
Yeah. That's
So,
true also.
because I have seen many times, the problem, I believe, is not with the children. I don't like to say this is with the parenting. We need to fix the parenting, because if parenting is fixed, you will get the good result. If the
But
farmer is giving the good, time to the crops and the fields, he will get the results.
right.
They will flourish.
Yeah, I think that's why the one rule will help that happen.
Exactly. The one rule purpose is just not saying empowerment of children. It is talking how to. It's giving you the solution. That if we speak about the rights of children and anyone says, then how you always speak. No, we are giving you a solution also.
Right.
Listen to them.
Yeah,
Listen to
very
them.
practical.
And see, even when people have sickness and disease, last time I think I don't know what time, but I said this thing on your
Yeah.
show, that you go to the doctor and he just give you the medicines. Now you follow that timings and prescription of the doctor, and then you see the results. And if you don't find it beneficial, you again revisit the doctor and ask him. He sometimes changes the things. So we are here to help you out. Maybe if
Right.
you're unable to handle the one rule, come on, talk to us over here.
Yeah.
We will keep your identity anonymous. We won't tell anyone. There are ways to communicate to you through messenger, through email, anonymous post, anything. Like you are on the Facebook live, someone can send us a message, something,
Yes,
whatever.
I have a message here.
Oh,
I'm
great.
I'm thinking I should open it
Yeah,
because
sure. Sure.
okay. This
Yeah, sure.
yeah. I'm going to read it. Okay. This is from Lisa Lieberman Wasikowski. I think the one rule is like true north, and we need that. But I think you're
Good.
right. We often need more than that to stay on track. We need purpose, we need reason, but we also need support. We need love, but we also need patience, strength, inspiration, and forgiveness. Does that make sense?
Nice message.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a very nice message.
Yeah, very nice.
Because I will just give an example. It's just the same way that you take medicines and you do not eat anything, then it won't work. You have to take your diet also, and you have to take the medicine along.
Right. And you might need rest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And thinking time should be on a very calm peace of mind, because in rushing, we will never jump to any conclusion, because in quick decisions, we might take mistakes. So I believe while taking a decision, give them a quality time.
Yeah.
A quality time to work on it, because we have to see from every aspect. Being
That's
a parent,
very wise.
being a parent, being a child, like you have to think from every aspect. Like it's because sometimes when you go to the market, you see fasting and you want to buy, but then you again, go a little more and you survey, and sometimes you find more better things.
Right.
And then you just, being thankful for God. Thank God I didn't buy that. I have money. I can buy this now. So everything needs patience. And that is the only key, and patience. And like she said, forgiveness. So what comes in my mind is children. Children are the best way to teach forgiveness act. to everyone, because we see them fight, then we see them playing with each other, we see them complaining, not talking, screaming, and then again playing together, just like brothers and sisters, brothers and
Right.
brothers. This is the best beautiful way of forgiveness, that people can see no
Yeah.
enmity, no jealousy. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Right. That I remember my Montessori trainer once gave a lecture on children as the example of love, of that. And I there's somewhere in the Bible, and they mention all the qualities of love, and that's what he did. He took each thing, like love is patient, love is forgiving, whatever, there's like a whole list, and he explained how children are the perfect examples of this. And just like you said, forgiveness, and even patience, but forgiveness, like a parent could be harsh with a child, and when they want to make up to the child easily forgives them. Whereas adults, sometimes they get in a habit of not wanting to give that forgiveness, but children do.
True. Very true. I do agree with it. You are right. And whatever you sow, you reap. So we have to be very careful. Being a parent is just not that you are a mommy daddy now. No, you are a guardian. You have a responsibility. God has given these angels to you. So you are their guardian. So you are taking care of something which God has given you.
Right.
So you have to be very careful and believe. I believe one thing, because earth has power. If you think good, good happens. If you think bad, bad will happen. Why this happens? Because you are surrounding yourself with
Right.
negative energies, the negative energies will come to you.
Right.
You are surrounding yourself with positivity, positive energies that works with you. So while there are little things that I believe that taking decisions, you should be in a good place, good time, relaxing time, that negative energies should not be touching you. Come on, have a bath, fresh up, relax, have some tea, coffee. You should be in a good mood, because if you are tired and all, sweaty and, in hurry, how come you take a good decision? How can you
Right.
come to a conclusion? Instead of, you will start
Yeah.
screaming and you will be rushing. So there are certain factors that I believe a person should consider, that you need a good time, because our purpose is, for one rule is that you should be united with your family, not in a rush. That I ask one question, this is one rule. No, one rule means working together. You have to sit. It can take weeks also. It can take
It
days
could.
also.
It
It can
could.
even take months also. But at least you
Yeah.
have something to talk about together. The family is spending time together. That
Right.
is the most beautiful part. That our purpose is that it spreads harmony and agreement, and you are doing that, sitting together. Rest, working or not working, that depends on the factors, that how you are going to deal with it once taking the decision.
Right.
Patience, how you're going to follow it, like what criteria have you set for it, and what are the, because situations are different for everyone. If you're setting some rule for the children, so give them the diaries, tell them to write their own rules. You look into it and then you can change a little bit. No, I do not allow you this much screening. Let's make it a little over here, but I'll add a little on your weekend. You know, this just an
Right.
example to set a rule.
Yeah.
Then
It's it's an example that there are many parents concerned about that. So that's a good example.
So it will work, because I remember I used to ask my son to write his own diary and planner, that when he will study and when he will not. He used to make his own. 1 week he used to follow, the other week he used to break it. Then again, I used to sit with him, and again we used to do a little changes. But this is how it is.
Right.
Children, kids grow, and parents have to understand that as they grow, their demands changes, their body changes, hormones changes, their age requirements changes. You cannot deal them every time like a 1-year-old kid or a 2-year-old. You have
Right.
to understand that age. The age is very sensitive. It plays a very significant role. So you have to understand, you have to be more friendly with your children at certain times. You have to be, give them
Yeah.
space. You have to trust them. You show them trust. And I believe parents should sometimes give it a chance and take a risk and follow what their kids want them to. This, I know, maybe they won't get that result, but at least their children will know that their parents trusted them. They got
Right.
a chance. They took a decision. They got a chance. They trusted them. They listened to them.
That's interesting. I was just looking through some of my shows, the um, uh, slideshows that I've done for the different Zoom shows.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them that I was looking at had to do with trust.
Trust counts a lot.
Yeah, and the thing is that I think that the one rule can help create many different situations where parents and kids get a chance to trust each other, in terms of coming to agreement and how it works out. You learn a lot about each other, and if your approach is that you want to keep this agreement going, not that agreement, that's not how I meant it. I meant to keep the concept of agreement going, which is the one rule. If you want to keep it going, then you might have to shift. You might have to use a lot of things like the
True.
forgiveness,
True.
patience,
True.
and trust is part of that. But just like you said,
We buy a house. Do we keep the house as it is? No, we keep on fixing it sometimes. We
Right.
need a door fix. We sometimes call the electrician to fix the electricity issue. We keep on doing it. We maintain it. We
Right.
maintain our houses. Same way, one rule, consider it as a house that you enter into it. And enter into the house. Now you all have to take care of your rooms. You all have to take care of the things, together. It works
Right.
together. So
Yeah.
this is my, and like, for example, I use this one rule with my son, that whenever I need to order something, I just ask him, what do you want? Then we discuss together. Okay, come to this. No, are you not in a mood of fast food? Okay, what about pizza? Okay, what about this? Then we both decide, and then he orders. Sometimes I order, sometimes he orders, but we both are on one page. And sometimes it even happens that I'm not in a mood of eating that. I want something very light. So he says, okay, Mama, I'll order Chinese for you and I'll order this for myself. I said, fine, good, go ahead.
Yeah.
Something that neither I nor he, we both should not feel. And we enjoy.
Right.
Sometimes we share things. Okay, would like to try this? You would like to try this? So we work
Right.
with it. I use this one tool. And
That's
I
good.
use the same with my students as well. That I ask them, okay, so what is your mood today? So they tell me, no geography, no geography. Okay, then I say, fine. Okay, let's do a little history. Fine. Come on, take out history then. That was your choice. So come on, take it out. So they take it out and then they tell me, we'll do this much. Fine, fine, okay, go ahead. And they study and they do it. And they
Nice.
know.
Yeah.
They tell me, you
Yeah.
give me out by this time. Even in my school, in my classes, when kids say, Miss, we would like to play table tennis, then I tell them, okay, 10 minutes, I'll give you tomorrow if you do this with me. And they agree and they wait for it. The next day when I go, they say, remember, Miss, you told us and we did your work? Yes, I'll do it. Because when we promise with our children, we have to fulfill that promise. If we
Right.
don't, then next time they won't listen to us. They won't respect us. It's how
If we
honest we are.
can, the thing is that if something changed and it weren't possible, but if you're using the one rule, you can still find agreement with the new situation,
True. Solutions
yeah,
are there.
yeah,
Solutions are there.
yeah. And if we keep in our mind that we're going to work together instead of fight against each other, then we can find solutions. And if they don't quite work, well, then we can try again, like they say, try again.
Try again.
Yeah. And as long as we keep this in mind and we keep going with it, we can have success, a lot of success along the way. Maybe, like you said in the beginning, maybe of today's show, maybe not everything will be perfect and just exactly great, but maybe it will too,
Yes.
So,
And because the more destruction or more you find problems in the family, so you have to be patient, the more time it will take. Slowly,
right.
slowly, the knots will be untying. Slowly, slowly.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not even visible to your eyes. But when you say to your children, I'm thinking that what should I do? That will click your child. That hello, he's asking us. He's not
Right.
telling us. He's asking us. What should we do?
Yes.
So, that click, maybe it won't, like you won't as a parent will feel. You will just normally say it. But your child will keep on thinking that today he did not tell us. He asked us. He was asking us what? Little things, the words. So I believe consider one rule as a helping to have harmony in your house. We are not
Yes.
saying that it is a miracle that in one day, but when we say the word miracle for one rule over here, it means how it works, how you take it, how you actually follow, because it's you actually who is going to practically perform on it, because decision is being taken by you. You have come to an agreement with the family. Now you have to follow it.
Right.
So you, by taking it, like you just said, that circumstances come and things changes. Now at that time, when you find that it's not working, then sit again and talk about it. We tried this. Yes, we tried this. We tried this, guys. It's not working. So is there any other idea someone has?
Right.
Come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So I believe that children share sometimes, wife or husband, even when they talk, children are listening to their conversation. They like to share, but they hesitate only because they might get some scolding from the parents or something. But when you talk something which is to their level, I'm not saying something which is not appropriate for their age to decide about. I don't think so that we should talk about finances with our children too much, because then they're too young. They should not understand that. They should be happily studying and all. But there are ways to speak to them, that they should understand. They should not feel low or something like that, or maybe that we don't have this money or we don't have this, so maybe we are deprived, because you yourself is showing the weakness to the children.
Mm.
If you are working hard, so you should cover it. That you tell them money can't buy everything. If money can buy everything, they should have bought the people who are dying. They could have stopped those people. Money can't do anything. It's your faith, it's your prayers that works. Talk spiritually with the children. When you go to church, when you go to mosque, when you go to temple, wherever, you go with a feeling that you need something and you're asking from the God, something which you want. But when you return, Sometimes you don't get it at the same moment, but the feeling you get from that prayer, the feeling is very important, that you know that God listens to you. You have spoken to God. You know that in like sooner or later you will get something good. That is the belief in God. Belief. And what our one rule is that, because according to religions, they say respect everyone, respect society, respect their rights, respect women, respect children. So this
Right.
one rule is here to respect, because humanity comes first. No matter whether you are a Muslim, whether you are Hindu, whether you are Jews, whether you are Christian, whoever you are. But if you are not a good human, how will you define yourself? No
Yeah.
religion will accept lie. No religion will accept cruelty. Every, like whatever the religion it is, they all want humanity, respect, and love.
Right.
And one rule
Yeah.
talks about it in a
Yeah.
very deep way. So
Yeah. And
I
it's a
think
way,
parents, yeah,
it's a way to create that kind of interaction, that kind of relationship.
true.
It's a very practical way to do it, and simple.
Exactly. Inner peace. The inner peace comes to you when you listen. And sometimes when you listen to your children, then you come, oh, my son thinks like this. I never thought like this. Oh, I'm so happy. Then, because then after that, kids will care for you. They will show that.
Right. Yep.
They will show the caring. How? That is something that only depends on the situation. Even if they offer you a glass of water or half piece from their chocolate, come on, that's love.
Yeah.
This is all that they can share, and they're sharing it. Accept it. This is their
Nice.
way. It's not necessary that they buy something. Don't, like, we should not judge with the materialistic things and all. We should, being like, one rule helps to develop confidence, because I have seen those children growing into leaders who get support from their families, whose mothers are
Nice.
behind them, parents are behind them, irrespective that they face poverty, they face struggle, they face sacrifices, but they made something, they did
Right.
something.
Yeah.
That was the belief. That is one rule, because mothers were supporting for their dreams. Go ahead, we are behind you. Go achieve your dream. Everyone is not a doctor, everyone is not a lawyer. We have good painters, we have good inventors, we have good artists, drama artists, even movie actors also. We watch them, we enjoy them, their movies. So
Right.
I believe, why are they over here? There's someone behind them who's supporting their dreams. So
Mm.
one rule works like a magic in the family if you accept and see the magic. And the magic is, they're not like cartoons magic or movies. It is a real magic, which you can
Yeah.
feel with emotions.
Yeah. And one thought that just came to me when you were speaking, um, is that you were talking about people who have done impressive things in the world, and that they had someone behind them. Um, and that could be true, because I don't know all of them. But I will say that even if there were people who were able to achieve things without someone behind them, the one rule ensures that you are helping your children be the best version of themselves that they can be. You are empowering them, just as they will empower you with their, like you said, in the beginning of today, the newness. They will empower you by sharing that and their unique perspective, because we all have one. No one else looks out of our eyes. we're all looking out of our own eyes and facing our own direction. So when we share from all these different eyes and different directions, different hearts, different beings, so much more can come out of it.
True.
And it will help all the children become the fullest version of themselves, which is what I would like to see. So that's why I
True,
do
very
this.
true. Very true. Very nice, Miss Karen. Very nice. And because when people from outside, when they see unity in your family, evil eyes will also be away from your house. They know that, they harm people who wanted to harm or take advantage, they can't, because they know that they share with each other. They are together into it. They share. And I just do not mean that only on
Interesting.
matters you talk. In a one rule, just even make little one rule that we all sit together on dinner table and we talk about it, how our day went. So it's not necessary that we think about very huge problems in the very beginning, because when started practicing one rule, you should start doing with little things at your house.
Nice.
Slowly, you can introduce, because slow steps, slow and steady wins the race. So slow steps, take slowly, and then you can jump on also. You yourself will be jumping high, you will see, but slowly introduce, that you yourself should practically see how it works. Going out on a drive, hey, where should we go? Any idea? Anyone would like to say?
Nice.
Little things. What's for dinner
Very
today?
nice.
So, little examples. We are not saying go for very big decisions in life. Go for little first. And once you start implementing, then this big decisions will automatically come into this category. Because, like
Right.
I just said, this is one rule, and you will make a habit of asking them and
Right.
sharing.
Right.
Being habitual is very important to, adopt it. Because if you adopt in one thing, one rule, and you do not for others, then sorry, things won't work the way.
No, no, it won't.
It should work with all sides then, because if one rule jumps into your house and you invite him into your house, then accept him as your member of the family.
Mm.
No, so talk to him, listen, and
Right.
consider that in everything that did. Hey, then once you, like, even if you forget, then you will remember, hey, did I ask you? Oh, I forgot to ask you. Oh, what's coming in your mind? Come on, quickly tell me which movie we should buy. You know, is coming
Right.
in your mind or not? Which color do you need, or which color, like which shirt do you would like to have? So Superman, bat, little things matter. Little things matter.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah.
This is what I think. Because being a human nature, sometimes we take things on a very extreme manner without thinking. Always starts from slow steps. This is what I believe.
Oh, I was, yeah, today I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'll put it uh, I'll put it in every child is special.
Mhm.
Someone put up, it showed it suggested uh, small steps,
Mhm.
just exactly like you're saying, little by
Oh,
little. And
really?
it was a picture of two ladders, and
Wow.
one of them had little very close together steps, and the person on that ladder was way up near the top, and the other one had huge steps, and in between, for a ladder. um, and the person on that one was at the bottom. They could just barely touch the top step. I mean, the first step, they could barely
Oh,
touch it. They couldn't climb on it. Um, and I just thought that was an interesting picture. And here you are talking about that, about going little by little, little by little. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna see if I can find that, and I'll put it on your Facebook page. So
Yeah, sure, sure, please. I don't know. I think 2 3 weeks earlier I read a post on my email from a motivational speaker. I don't remember his name right now. He
yeah,
said he said a very nice thing. He said that like in these 2 years we made the whole world take care of their hygiene, wear mask, follow the SOPs. We did it. The whole world got vaccinated almost. If you say 70%, 80% people are getting vaccination, taking care. The world went on lockdown also. Whatever the decisions taken by the governments together, they all are together into it working. Why can't we work and stop the war together? Why can't we work and stop for the good things? Plant trees together.
we
So
could.
like this is something like the
Yeah,
whole world together have to be. So when we talk one rule, we mean the same thing. This is not for any particular religion, any particular
right.
family, rich, poor, middle class, low class, whatever you think is for everyone to
Yeah,
bring happiness into your family.
yeah. That's my next move. I'm that's where I'm going with this, is to reach out. Um, I on my website, I have my new website. I have several programs. I'm going to one of them I've put together. The others are partly put together. When it's all put together, and I hope to do that very soon, maybe in the next few days, then my next step is to reach out to individuals and organizations who are connected with people, like who have contact with parents, and start spreading this more. So
Yes,
that's what I want to do too. So,
yes.
and just like he said, if everybody can do that, they can do this,
True,
and
very true.
they'll have a good time. That's the thing, it's like it's going to be it is such an enjoyable process that it's not like you're forcing yourself to do something terrible, like some people people can do that too, but this is enjoyable.
Exactly, exactly. And it keeps respect in the family. The most important thing is
Yes, it
the children
does.
respect you and you, because remember that these children will grow up and will become adults one day. So
Yes, and
I believe that
it keeps the love strong between the people.
exactly. You need to appreciate your children. You need to support them. You need to listen to them. And we
Yeah,
should
but not in a way that makes you do things you don't want to do,
true, very true.
but you're also getting to do what you want to do. And because, like you said, they bring new things, so you may end up trying new things that you enjoy, that you would never have tried if your son or your daughter hadn't brought this up as something that they would like. So
Exactly.
so much goodness can come from all of this.
And I believe life is a learning, Shakespeare said, we all are characters. We are playing our role on the stage. So we all are doing our part. But when we go through something new, we learn from it. So it can be a positive experience, it can be a negative, but we learn from both of them. Negative
Right.
experience also teaches us, and positive
Yeah.
experience also teaches us. So I
Right.
believe we should take it as an experience, not make up, dead end of our life and that thing that life has ended. No, That was another page. Move on to another now, a new page. Let's start your journey. After, like it's always said that after a full stop, capital letter starts, a new journey starts. So
Mm,
if something doesn't work, start with a new, sometimes because
right,
maybe something is good, but it's not suitable for your family. Try
right.
another, try another thing. There will be, because if there's a problem, there's always a solution.
Yes, at
If there's a
least one.
question, there is an answer. Yes. If there's a
Right,
question, there's an answer.
right.
So one rule comes to your house and gives solutions, and how you take it, that is only depends on you. We are here to help you out if we can, according to our understandings and things. Because over here, you and me also discuss, and people come over here, they share also, they discuss. So
Yes,
everyone is most welcome to write and ask and share.
right. Yeah, definitely.
Such a pleasure talking
Definitely.
to you, Miss Karen, and it's really enjoyed today.
Yeah, me too. Really.
And yeah, and I
I,
really appreciate these questions. They should keep on coming. Very nice questions.
yeah, yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Please have a
So
nice day, Miss Karen. Have a nice day. Enjoy.
thank
And you
you.
do share that on every child. I'll just share that. Whenever you share that pictures and all, I will share.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I will look for that and put it up there because it just fits. It's like a an image of what you were saying.
Wow.
So it's
Right.
almost like they knew what you were going to say and made this
See,
picture.
wow. Wow. See, when we talk positive, even we feel good, energetic.
Yeah, yeah,
Positivity. We're working over here. We're sharing all the way from different countries. I keep on saying
I
one mind
know.
together. That's the one rule. That's the one rule. 12 hours day and night difference also. But that's how the one rule works. So we are together. We're talking and
Right.
we're working on it. And
Yes, we are.
inshallah, we'll keep on working more and more and we'll come with more conclusions so
Yes.
everyone can take benefit of it.
Ah, yes, this is good.
Thank you so much, Miss Karen. Have a
Oh,
nice,
yes.
lovely day.
You too. Have a
Thank,
great week.
thank you so
I hope
much.
everything is well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, okay,
Okay. Bye.
okay. Bye bye.
Uh, okay. I'm going to stop the live stream.